And we're live. What's going on, Rob?
Not too much.
Mr. Concert Junkies?
Yeah, working on a lot of stuff with that. Hopefully big plans for next year.
Anything cool you want to talk about? Or can talk about?
There's a few things I could talk about. I am running a promotional deal right now, interview, promo video, and if anybody wants to send merch, I'll wear it on camera. Every merch sale, every $5 goes to St. Jude. So there's the website still up and or pre-order through me. And hopefully eventually throw my own concert eventually.
Rob Stock?
Pretty much. I mean, gonna try to. I'm talking to a few people. Hopefully, that'll be a thing next year at some point.
Where would you want it to be at? Starland
Uh,
or the park or
Starland is out of the ballpark. Most likely Love Draft in Marisburg, Pennsylvania.
yeah. It's not too far from
It's two and a
yeah.
half hours both ways.
Oh, that's I guess, from where we used to live, I guess in Old Bridge it was about an hour and a half.
Two and a half.
Oh, is it 2.5?
From
Thought it was shorter for
Marisburg,
some
from
reason.
Marisburg to here, yeah, it's about 2.5 ride. It used to be an old steak and lube restaurant.
Anybody you talk to anybody that has maybe interest right now of playing, showing up?
I haven't, what do you call it? Went far in detail with that with anybody yet. I was waiting till the holidays were over and try to start it then. Because unfortunately, the music scene slows down. After like Thanksgiving. Like
Yeah, well,
it doesn't slow down. Like people are in the studio, but they're not on tour.
all right. So at least it gives you some time to talk to people, that they're not out running around doing things.
I'm trying to make it all female fronted. Like a ladies' night, just female fronted one night. Um, like I have my top 10 that I would love to have on the same bill, but we'll see what happens on that.
Let me know how it goes. I mean, I'm all the way out here in California,
Yeah, I
so
know. So
obviously,
it's gonna.
obviously, I can't be of direct help, but
Oh well, one thing I did forget. I'm like 6 episodes away from 500.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, so hopefully by the end of the year, I'll have a party or something, or a giveaway or something when that happens. I haven't decided on how I want to plan that out. Most likely try to get just put a post out who's ever been on if they want to come and say hello. I have 10 seats and then figure it out from there.
All right. Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully this could be one of the six for you, and then at the end of the year, we could do something together. I come on you.
Yeah,
No,
that didn't
no
come out
homo.
right. That didn't come
Yeah.
out right. No, what do you call it? Yeah, just working on a lot of things. Hopefully starting to do been talking about doing short films and everything else and trying to brand out to more things.
What kind of short films?
Hopefully silent because I can't remember shit anymore. Like sometimes
If this
people.
is your way of telling me and everybody else that you're starting an OnlyFans,
No,
okay, good,
no, no,
good.
no, no. More a fact of filming just random spots and have music behind it, and you know, try to get more people involved.
Right on. Speaking of music behind things and bands possibly for that, hopefully that concert that you're able to do. When it comes to bands, and obviously the big bands are, you know, stick out into people's memories. What song is a band's signature song, and what song made a band? They could have had 3 albums before that, but they released that one song that made them.
Are we talking staple, like played? I mean, every time they play, or
You know, like what is their one song that when you say their name, say the band's name, the artist's name, boom, that's what you think. That's the first song that comes to your mind, and a song that they were a thing, but they didn't become big till that song came out. It could be the same, it could be the same song, or it could be two separate songs.
I mean, like there's songs that everybody knows, but they might not know the artist. But like, there's then you go to the fact of some of them are covers, and people don't realize that. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, some of the band's biggest hits are not their own.
Hmm.
If we're not going mainstream, like if we're not going mainstream, I can give you at least
Yeah,
20 bands right now that is
dude, go for it.
if you heard it, you
Whatever's
would.
on your mind, just riddle them off.
All right, so
Did,
if we're not going mainstream here, we're going underground DIY bands here. I have my list right here. It's actually my Spotify list, as most people know that there is a thing of that. So if we're going non-mainstream, I'm gonna say Dying Oath, End of Days would be, if everybody knows who they are, they would know that song. They just released a new song too.
now, would
Uh,
you say that that's their signature song or the song that helped them really explode, or both?
but I mean, if it's not that one, it's definitely Insomniac. Like those are the two that, like, if you know who they are, would you'd be like want to hear it every time they play. Then there's, what do you call it? Anoxia, Beautiful Liar, right? You know, like there's, then you have Raven Black, Hear Me Cry. Like there's Carbon Stone, Hush. I mean, I can go on and on. Forever May Fall, I would have to say Aftermath. I mean, those are underground bands that, what do you call it, you want to hear every time you go out to a show. I'm not saying that is their only song, but it's, what do you call it, one that sticks out. And if you want to go, what do you call it, mainstream, I hate to call it mainstream because it is, or actually new metal. Born Blind. Everybody knows that song. You don't have to listen to them. You would just know it by as soon as the first riff comes in. And if you go later date, I mean, if you go later days, Eagles, Hotel California. I mean, there's so many. So, what do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, there's definitely songs that as soon as you hear the opening riff, whether it's Hotel California, Bohemian Rhapsody, Enter Sandman, you just, the mainstream stuff, so to speak, you immediately know. Like, you don't even have to think about it.
Or even the first snare, you know exactly what song it is. Like, I'm not too much into country, so I can't really. I mean, I do like country as well. Most people won't believe that, but I listen to everything except for K-pop. I'm not really.
Hey, good music is good music.
Yeah, so like their iconic songs would be, Journey, "Don't Stop Believing." Everybody knows that song. Or even the Fugees, um,
Killing me,
one finger. I can't think of the name of the damn song. But that was
killing me softly.
yeah, "Kill Me Softly." That was, what do you call it? That was a cover as well. And if you want to go back to the Police, SOS. Like there's so many songs that, what do you call it? You don't know they're covers at first until you do some searching.
Speaking of covers, which cover song or songs, do you think are better than the original?
Um, so many people have done it though. "The Air of the Night" by Genesis, or was that just Phil Collins? But "The Air of the
I think
Night,"
it was just
like,
Phil Collins.
okay, well, I love that song. Like, definitely a banger. But I'm saying, what do you call it? Nonpoint covered it. What do you call it? Shit, a lot of people cover that song. I mean, the cover songs. What do you call it? They definitely killed it. This one's a tough one because um, if you die in my arms tonight by I think Freecell. I think I suck at names these days, but Carbon Stone did a cover of it, and Any Given Sin did a cover of it. They're both dead. They were both dead on, but in their own way. Saying like you can cover a song and then do it your way, like
Yeah.
instrumental, or what do you call it, the vocal range.
Yeah, I know for me, the three that come to my mind for me is when Johnny Cash did Hurt, um, when uh Limp Bizkit did Blue Eyes, Beyond Blue Eyes. With all the respect to the Who, I think they killed it. And then when Weezer did Africa, yeah, I all think that they they took all three of those songs to the next level. But that's subjective, of course. But
No, I know, but I'm saying like what's I mean. I know I'm normally asking all the questions, but I have to ask you this
oh,
question anyway because it's just so your
that-
people can know you better. What do you feel is your soundtrack right now?
like what am I listening to?
No,
Like
meaning your life soundtrack. What do you? I mean, like,
it,
technically your playlist, but like when you're walking down the street, like what's your playlist, like what's your I mean, whatever situation, song will pop into your head, or you know, bring you happy when you're pissed
well,
off, or
my usual background music is the carnival music. Do, 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 do,
yeah.
do. Um, but like if there's actual music on, my soundtrack of life, um, Bon Jovi, Kenny Chesney, Zach Brown Band, um, Linkin Park, you know,
The
it's like
old the old
every
Linkin Park, correct?
yes,
Okay.
OG Linkin Park. Um, with all due respect to the new girl, it's completely different. It's not the same, respectfully. Um, and then '90s music at any given point, you know, and my being married now, and my wife Katie, she's a Swiftie. So uh, it'll
Still love you, Katie.
so it'll go
Send
like
hugs if
Banjo.
you're there.
She's in the kitchen.
Send
Um,
hugs.
I will, but Bon Jovi will be playing. Then maybe Three Doors Down, which is another one for me. Then all of a sudden she walks by and friggin' Taylor Swift plays, and it's like, what? So it's like I said before, good music is good music. So if if I had a soundtrack and it goes from Bon Jovi to Linkin Park to the B-52s Rome, who knows what happens? I can control this.
So definitely not Love Shack, right?
No, that's one of my two or three no go songs. Which, talking about hearing the first riffs, those two songs that I do not like just make my skin crawl. Love Shack and um, Sweet Caroline. As soon as you
Bum
hear
bum
them,
bum.
yeah, you just have to do one riff. Everybody knows what it is. Um,
I mean,
like you have that song. I know you have that song.
that song got me kicked out of a bar, so yeah, I have that song.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
I hate that song with passion. I mean,
Um,
I probably could go back to that bar now, but it's been like
yeah,
10 years or so. But things do happen. Younger days, me being stupid, or the angry teddy bear that I am, that everybody says I am. Um, yeah, that's definitely one of them that I can't. I just can't. And I went away for a second. Because my green screen is being an ass.
I can never figure out the green screen thing, so I just have shit behind me, random stuff.
I always have the green screen up, and it sometimes if I move a certain way, it goes bye bye, or I go bye bye actually.
As long as it's not permanent.
Yeah.
So, little overrated, underrated here for you, Rob.
Okay.
And it's just random things. It's not necessarily music related, even though that's your spiel. Just random. Overrated, underrated. Ketchup.
I don't remember the last time I used ketchup though. I'm gonna say over.
Overrated. Underrated, overrated. Pineapple on pizza.
I'm gonna say under. Depends on where it's made. I know you were probably weren't expecting that. I there's only two. I mean, there's only a couple things in this world I don't eat. So
Pineapple on pizza and ass. That's the things.
I mean, that
If you could double dip, you could do that thing she likes, Rob.
anything's
Overrated,
possible.
overrated, underrated. Beer.
I'm gonna say under.
All right,
I
what's your go-to? If you're going down to Antini's or the liquor store, what beer are you buying?
Magic Hat number 9, but I haven't really had a beer since July or so. I don't
Mhm.
really drink anymore.
Yeah, it's all good. Being healthy, straight
Uh,
edge.
so, somewhat. I wouldn't say healthy, but if I'm not with people, I don't drink.
Yeah, I'm the
Maybe
same way.
I have, what do you call it, socially, maybe one Johnny Walker on the rocks, and that's about it.
Overrated, underrated. It's gonna be a hot one. Overrated, underrated. Taylor Swift.
Since I don't want the smoke, and I definitely don't want that smoke, I'm gonna say underrated because I don't want that backlash on anything. I don't know
You
who
want the
watch. I don't know who watches me. I don't know where this. I'm being watched all over the world, so I don't know. I yeah. I yeah. Underrated.
protecting yourself from the Swifty army. I get it.
I don't want to be canceled, bro. I've worked so hard to where I am. In a swift moment, I could be canceled because I said something wrong.
All right. Overrated, underrated. MTV. MTV then and MTV now. Two separate underrated, overrated. I'd say MTV pre 2000 and MTV after 2000.
I've never watched after 120 minutes was gone, or well, no, I watched TRL days, but I'm saying like now I don't really watch TV or anything. I listen to music all day long.
All right. So MTV from when you watched.
I'm gonna
Underrated,
say
overrated.
I'm gonna say 95 to well, we graduated 2001. That's when TRL was on.
Yeah. 2001, 2002, I think it was.
I'm gonna call that underrated. Now, probably overrated. I haven't watched the single. It's not MTV anymore. That was gone about 40 years ago. Like I was just with Matt Pinfield. Okay, I was literally just with him. We talked about that for a moment. I've been following his career since '95. That made us 12 years old, I believe. I think you were 11, maybe. Oh,
Yeah,
whatever.
11 going on 12.
Yeah, we were only a couple months apart. So yeah, no, it's not the same.
Yeah. There's like very little of any music on it.
Then there was, VH1, and then there was, what do you call it? There was another, I can't think of it right now. Shit. There was another music program thing. I want to call it Views. I'm pretty sure it was called Views or something like that. There was another cable channel that you could listen to your new stuff that was coming on, and And of course, I think BET's still around doing their thing, but yeah, once MTV stopped doing music videos and or the 10 spot when what do you call it? Those videos that we couldn't watch that we
Yeah,
weren't supposed to watch
they could only
because they
what
were
air them after 10 or something.
because they were kind of graphic. Like good old Prodigy, smack a blank up. Yeah, there was the good old videos that were graphic. Well, not like nothing that was too. I mean, not too much, but
Things on the
for
edgier side.
yeah, for a younger person, probably shouldn't be watching it. Then we had the other part of the 10 spot that we had Beavis and Butthead, Ren and Stimpy. What do you call it? Elon Flex. What do you call it? Oddville and Oddville was a TV show that had what do you call it? All acts different all over the world that did weird, like bending themselves in a weird way or juggling or something, and it was like a talk show, and they always had a band play. Like I think 311 was on there, Corn was on there. I mean, I would have to send you the link to it, but like it was bullshit. Those were the days. Now that's what do you call it? Like my kind of my program to a point. Like we can't have because guidelines. I can't have them play their music or whatever the case may be because it'll be copyrighted 2.5 seconds later. But like I could have them. I mean, I could have videos of them playing, but it's muted, so there's no point in that.
Yeah, that's what's I'll say what's cool about like YouTube in general. You know, people like you could actually pick up the slack of where MTV's not doing the music or music related stuff, and your channel and other people where they talk just music, talking to the bands, the stuff that they used to do on MTV. Highlighting the indie acts or the non-mainstream stuff. You guys are doing that now.
Well, like my goal is to be able to bring the underground bands to where they have an opportunity to go to Louder Than Life or what do you call it? Any of the big festivals and tell their story, like how they started, what of course I ask about one song pretty much only. So if you don't know who they are, you can look up that one song and then get everything right there. Like like I mean that's one reason why I started this is to help the the underdog.
Yeah, in a day of the internet where you can find anything, it's good to be able to highlight those bands. You know, helps them out a lot.
We'll try to give them respect where respect is due. I mean, I feel bad when they need people to vote for things. I can't vote for things when everybody I know is on that list. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. Like it's good heartedly. It's like
How do
vote.
you
I
choose,
mean,
right?
I mean, I can't vote for everybody. Like it's oh well, one day I'll vote for this one this day. Then tomorrow I have another vote. I can vote for that one. But voting for multiple, it cancels out It cancels it out. I will share that you need people to vote. I just physically can't vote because it's not ethical. Or, like, say you and Katie were in the same voting thing. I'll share the shit out of it. I can't, like, it's head to head. You can't do it.
Yeah, it's like how do you choose one friend over the other, right? Or one person over the other.
Yeah, you can't
You
do
know?
it. I mean, that's why I don't. I mean, I'll share the hell out of it. And if I can vote for you, I will. If it's not conflicting, because
Sorry,
you're all going for the same thing.
sorry,
Then they
what's
have
that thing?
these things online that I can the websies and the other platform things. Yeah, but I'll be going up against Joe Rogan or somebody else that has millions. You know what I'm saying? Or thousands.
Yeah, it's all you can really do is do your part. You can't. Who you can't look at it as like, oh well, they have millions and I only have thousands. You still did your part.
I know. I'm just saying it's a numbers game.
Yeah,
Can't get sponsors if you don't have X, Y, and Z. But if they look at back of the house, they change their mind because they only see front of the house stuff. Like I've been trying to get sponsored for the last, I'm gonna say the last couple of years, trying to. So, I mean, for me, it's something that I would use. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Red Bull, Monster, Ghost, like any of the energy drink brands because I use it on an everyday basis.
yeah, yeah. I know you drink them.
A lot. I'm not saying like I mean, average 2 to 3 a day. And I know that's not good, and everybody's gonna be in the comments yelling at me for doing so. But coffee don't do shit. Well, yeah, coffee doesn't do shit.
I do know something that does do something for you. Overrated, underrated. Goth girls.
Underrated. There should be more. Just have a hangout, listen to Cure. Just they came out with a new album after 17 years.
Goth girls and fishnets.
Just no sacrificing.
I don't think they can make that promise.
Apparently, they have a goth Hooters somewhere.
Hmm. Interesting.
For some reason, I have a feeling it's by you somewhere.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's in California.
I would not be surprised. I mean, I get things all the time, and I'm like, oh, Joe, because it's night, it's by you. I'm
Oh
not
yeah, like
thinking,
the Beetlejuice thing that you sent us, and
yeah. There's a coffee house by you too that has some cool shit. I know I have to make it out there, so it
eh,
works.
and if you ever do make it up this way, we're here. So
I know I have to go. I'll be in Tampa next year at some point, and then I'm gonna be traveling around when I have the cash to do so.
right on.
there's a lot of festivals and stuff that I have to make an appearance to.
Which festivals and where are they coming up?
They're not until next year if they still do it. It's all in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia area.
I
I'm
know.
trying to make an appearance, but normally I need a camera guy, so it'd be two of us coming, and that's a hassle and whatever the case may be. But I'm gonna be ordering something off the TikTok shop, so I don't need a per se um another four hands. I can, what do you call it? It's a it's a tripod that, what do you call it? That looks like it works pretty well. It's for your phone.
Yeah, be able to set it up on something and
Then
you
use
know.
a real camera to record. I'm normally with 3 GoPros, um, my Canon, and cell phone.
Yeah, hell, if you could get a tripod that friggin' holds at least one of them,
Yeah,
you know, oh, definitely be a help.
I have the GoPro on my head. I have one on my chest. I have the chest piece, and I have the one for the head, and sunglasses now that have a camera inside. So every angle.
I'm just going incognito.
At some point.
All right. So, anything else you want to talk about? Bring up, flex, show off, do dance.
Yay! No, no. Still trying to get more followers in so I can bigger donation to St. Jude. I've been putting a penny in a jar for every subscriber, so we're at like $13 right now.
Oh, that's cool.
So
1,300 pennies.
yeah, 1,300 pennies. Trying to make it to 50 before the end of the year, so I can send that over. And all the merch go. I mean, 5% of the merch go. I mean, let me rephrase that. Every $5 from the merch goes to St. Jude as well. So I have new merch that's just dropped. I put it on the Facebook page. I'm only doing pre-orders because I'm not having bundles of stuff, and it's it.
Right on.
And the website's still up. It is my Shopify Concert Junkies Robin John YouTube.
Yeah. So, anybody on my side that sees this, go check her out. Buy some shit.
We need to, save the babies. Send them some money.
Normally, I would quote Anakin Skywalker in this situation and say, fuck them kids, but not in this situation.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's not really.
It's not one of those moments. So,
Yeah, I'll be working on massive stuff, and, hopefully by next year, there'll be an announcement of even a co-host show in Pennsylvania, hopefully. Gotta try to work that one out.
as soon as you have the details, let me know, buddy.
No, I will, and I'll keep you posted on the 500 episode. I don't know when that's gonna happen. I gotta see who's available, what days are available. They normally go live Wednesday and Thursday nights, and occasionally on Monday if it's necessary.
Necessary? Is it necessary for me to drink my own urine?
I mean, apparently it's healthy. I mean, it could be worse.
Could be. Very well could be. But all right, Rob, I'll talk to you later.
I'll talk to you.
And I'll send you on my end here. And talk to you later, buddy.
All right, talk to you soon.